Anjo, first. Okay, so good morning, everyone. We are starting with a new chapter that is from Indian Economic Development, the chapter Poverty. Okay. You might have studied about poverty in the smaller classes. Have you studied poverty? In ninth standard, there was a topic, poverty. Have you studied or not? Anjo? Anjo, have you studied that? No or yes?
I don't know.
No. Okay. Elvina, what about you? Have you studied?
Yes, ma'am.
Studied. Okay. Do you remember anything related to poverty? What you have learned?
Poverty means a situation in which
Hmm.
extremely poor, no
Yeah.
unemployment.
Okay. Unemployment is there or extremely poor people comes under the category of, or that situation of being poor, we call it as poverty. Okay. And you have studied about a criteria, how to identify the poor people. Do you remember? Aishwarya, do you remember?
Through surveys, we classify people into APL and BPL. So that
Okay, how do we classify that? On what basis?
checking whether the people have the basic necessities.
Okay, whether the basic necessities. For that also some
Income of the people.
income of the people. Okay, income of the people only we are checking. But some specific term is there for that to see whether the people are living in poverty or they are beyond the poverty or they are above the poverty.
Per capita income.
No. Something, anyone remember? Poverty line. Have you heard about poverty line? No? Poverty line. Karthik, have you heard about it? Poverty line?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's a line which actually made by the economist to know whether the people are living in poverty or they are above the poverty line. Poverty line in the sense the income, this much income if you have, you are above the poverty line. If you don't have that particular income, you are below the poverty line. So, or you are in the category of poor people. So this is just an introduction. I just told you about poverty. Just 1 minute. Yes. So here, the first thing related to poverty, it is the inability to fulfill the basic requirements of life. What are the basic requirements of life? What are the
Food,
basic? Yeah, food,
cloth, shelter.
clothing, shelter. This is what we say mainly. Okay, but today's world, when we talk about poverty, we are including more things in that. Which are they? It is education, health facilities also. So if a person is not able to attain all these or not able to fulfill these requirements, we call that person is in poverty or living in poverty. Okay, now, and there's one more thing you can see they have given in the state of chronic poverty. How is that man? He lives in poverty, grows in poverty, and die in poverty. So chronic poverty will remain for a long time. It is like a permanent thing in a man's life. So if anyone is there in chronic poverty, we say that that man lives in poverty or grows in poverty and die in poverty. So poverty is a situation, once more, poverty is a situation in which we are not able to fulfill the basic requirements. Basic requirements means what now, Elvina? What are the basic requirements?
Clothing, housing, education, and health facilities.
Okay, clothing, housing, whatever food, whatever we want. If we are not able to satisfy that, we are living in poverty. Now, what do you feel that you have studied in the previous chapter? What was the situation of India when India got independence, or when India after independence? What was the main problem that was there in India? What was the main problem in India? What was the situation of people? Karthik, can you tell?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what was the main problem when that India faced when India got independence?
Many people were in poverty.
Many people were in poverty. So why the people were poor during that time? It's now also people are poor, but there are some reasons for that. What will be that reason?
Most people were unemployed.
Yes, very good. Majority of the people, they were unemployed. They were not having any way of, or they don't have earning. It was not there with them, or to a livelihood was not there for them. That is the reason why majority of the people, they were living in poverty. So you know that after the independence, our economists or our Indian leaders, they introduced or they started planning, that is 5-year plans. So one of the main aim of 5-year plans was that the eradication of poverty. What do you mean by eradication of poverty?
Remove poverty.
Removal of poverty. And especially we call some people as poorest of the poor. Poorest of the poor in the sense there are poor people, but at the same time in that category itself, there are some people, they are very poor, very, very poor. They are not able to sometimes eat in a day. They are not able to eat at all. That kind of, those section of people are there. So government wants to uplift them, or the government wants to remove the poverty. And there are some programs, there were some programs introduced like Antyodaya, Anna Yojana, you might have heard. All these things I'll tell you later. Just here now, and some programs introduced actually for the poor people so that they can get some employment and they start to earn a living here. Okay. Now, Jawaharlal Nehru, he says that, I'll just read out that particular sentence that is there in your textbook also. And one more thing, I want you to take out this textbook. Okay. Just take everyone the textbook. So I'll read it out. This achievement in a sense, independence. Okay, is a big step actually, an opening of opportunity to the great triumphs and achievements that await us. At the same time, the ending of poverty and ignorance and disease and inequality of opportunity. What is the opportunity he is telling? We have to end all these problems what we have in our country. That is ending of poverty, ignorance, disease, and inequality. That should go from our country. Okay. Now, we should know how are the people in our country, or poverty. If you see, it's a great challenge for India because majority of the people, they live in poverty. So we have to solve these problems. Or we say that majority of the people live in poverty in the sense, do you think that people likes to live in poverty? What do you feel?
No.
No. And why the people are still in poverty? The reason Karthik told that unemployment can be one reason, because people are not having proper jobs or employment to earn a living. Now, so we all are giving a stress for a removal of poverty. At the same time, I told that basic necessities of life, before many years back, when we say basic necessities of life, we took only food, clothing, shelter. But today's world, it has changed. The meaning has changed. If you are not able to get education, if you are not able to get health facilities, then that is also considered as a point to see that whether you are a poor person or a rich person. If we are not able to satisfy the health needs, or needs to treat our disease or anything like that, then we are in the poverty situation. Okay. Now, one story like you can see in your textbook, like a case study they have given. Just take that, everyone. Okay. In that, I want someone to read out loudly. Grishma, can you read? Do you have the textbook with you now?
Yes, miss.
Okay, just everyone listen, okay? Just read that case study.
Anu and Sudha. Anu and
Slowly,
Sudha-
okay? Yeah.
Anu and Sudha were both born on the same day.
Hmm.
Anu's mother and father were construction laborers, and Sudha's father was a businessman, and her mother a designer.
So
Anu's mother was
you can see the situation. One family, they are giving a comparison between two families. One family, they are very rich, another family, poor family. Yes.
Anu's mother worked by carrying headloads of bricks until she went into labor. She then went behind the tool shed on the construction site and delivered her baby alone. She fed her child and then wrapped her in an old sari, made a cradle with a gunny sack, put little Anu in it, and hung it from a tree. She hurried back to work as she was afraid she would lose her job. She hoped that Anu would sleep until evening. Sudha was born in one of the best nursing homes in the city. She was thoroughly checked by doctors. She was bathed and dressed in clean, soft clothes and placed in a crib next to her mother. Her mother fed her whenever she was hungry, hugged and kissed her, and sang her to sleep. Her family and friends celebrated her arrival.
Okay. Now, see, the situation is given. Aishwarya, can you just tell what is this? What kind of situation it is? They have explained here.
First of all, the employment of both the families has been shown. One has employed in a very low level of job, whereas the other is a businessman and the other one is a designer.
Yes.
So, the first of all, the
And
difference
the
in
situation, the situation. Just tell me about the situation. What
So-
about the situation of both the mothers?
Yeah, both. Then, in the case of the mothers, one is working very hard,
Hmm.
and then Anu is
And
born.
on the day of delivery, what is happening? She is going to work, right?
Work,
So the
yeah.
situation, you see that one mother is working hard. Why she's going for a work that day?
Because she's afraid that she might lose the job.
Yeah, she may lose the job. So she doesn't want to take any leave or anything. Just after delivery, she's keeping that child in a cradle. I mean, made cradle, and she's keeping the child over there, and she's going for the work. Okay, so see the situation of that mother, and the other area, if you see, how is it?
In the other area, the baby is born in a nursing home
Yeah, in a hospital. Okay, then
and is treated very well with all the health facilities given.
yes. So we can see the comparison here. One child is not at all taken care. What is the reason for that? It's not that mother doesn't want to take care of that child. It's not like that. Mother, but she doesn't have the capacity to take care. If she is not going for the job, what happens? Next day onward, the owner may say that you don't come for the job. So she's afraid. The other area, if you see that, she is taking care of her child, because she is able to do that. She has money. She's giving all the facilities to the child here. So just see the situation. How is the situation? This kind of situation still it exists in our country in many areas. Maybe we are not knowing what is like these things are happening in our country. Okay, Grishma, continue.
Anu and Sudha had very different childhoods.
Slowly, okay?
Anu learned to look after herself at a very early age. She knew what hunger and deprivation were. She discovered how to pick food from the dustbin, how to keep warm during the winter, to find shelter in the monsoon, and how to play with a piece of string, stones, and twigs. Anu could not go to school as her parents were migrant workers who kept moving from city to city in search of work.
Okay, see the situation now. What is the situation of Anu? She's not rich. Because of that, she doesn't know, she doesn't go to school. That is one thing. At a very early age itself, at a very small age itself, she learned a lot of things. and she know what is hunger. Maybe she might have remained hungry for a long time, or she's not getting food at all the time. So that situation is there, you can see. Another one, she sometimes she picks food from the dustbin, she eats that, and they don't have proper house and all. So during maybe winter season and all, she knows what to do, how to be warm, like that kind of situation. And she is playing with what all things it is given, string, twigs, like that. She doesn't have any dolls or toys or anything like that. Okay. And why she's not going for education? Because her parents are migrant workers. What do you mean by migrant workers? Yes, migrant workers.
Workers who move from one place to
Yeah,
another in
workers
search
who
of
move
work.
from one place to another, they will be in search of job or employment, like that. So she cannot go to school because they are always moving from place to place. Okay, continue, Grishma.
Anu loved to dance. Whenever she heard music, she would improvise. She was very beautiful, and her movements were graceful and evocative. Her dream was to dance on a stage someday. Anu could have become a great dancer, but she had to begin work at the age of 12. She had to earn a living with her mother and father building houses for the rich, houses she would never live in.
See that particular word, it's really sad by hearing that the houses she would never live in. Okay, her parents are construction workers. They are working and constructing houses for others, and they can see only, okay, this house is so big. They can say that this house is so big, but they can never dream of living in a house like that. Not like that, not even a small house like that. Okay, that is one thing. But Anu, if you see, she is very talented. She was a good dancer actually. But whether she is able to become a dancer, hmm? Yes or
No.
no? No. Why? What is the reason? Why can't he go for a training, or why she didn't get a training in dancing and all? What's the reason? Hmm?
She had to work at a very early age.
Yes, she had to work at a very early age and support the family. That is one thing. Another way, going for training, she needs money that she doesn't have. So this is one situation what they have given you to show that how people live in poverty. They might not be eating. See, for example, we will be eating maybe 4 times, 5 times a day. Okay, so those people, those who are living in poverty, they might not be eating all the 3 times at least. I mean, maybe 2 times they may eat in one day, like that it will be. So their situation is very hard. That is the one thing they wanted to show you by this story. Grishma, continue.
Sudha went to a very good play school where she learned how to read, write, and count. She went on excursions to the planetarium, museum, and national parks. She later went to a very good school. She loved painting and started getting private lessons from a famous artist. She later joined a design school and became a well-known painter.
So see about the Sudha, because her parents were well off, they were able to train her. She was having talent in painting, so she went for training, and through that she become a she was good at very painting, and she's becoming a designer here. So like that, you can see those parents who are very rich, or maybe they have the ability to spend money on their children on their family, they are living above the poverty line. Okay, it's not that those people, there are some section of people, they are not able to satisfy even their basic needs, or satisfy their essential needs. So this story or this case study shows that how the people live in poverty and how other sections are living. Okay, now next, related to this is also, you can see these are the important needs or basic needs of people, that is clothing, shelter, water, food. So it is a situation where the individual is unable to fulfill the basic necessities of life: food, shelter, clothing, education, and healthcare. Okay. Now, this is what I told you, what was a major aim of independent India, that was at least to provide minimum basic needs to the people and reduce poverty. At least some minimum basic needs of the poverty that should be satisfied, needs of the people should be satisfied, and poverty should be reduced. That was the main aim of independent India. For that purpose only, you can see 5-year plans were laid, that whenever they planned this 5-year plans, they always wanted to uplift the poor people, especially the poorest of poor. That poorest of poor, we call them as Antyodaya. Okay. Now, why we wanted to do all these things? Because we want to integrate the poor people. At least they should come to the level of achieving the minimum standard of living for minimum standard of living, and that means a minimum standard of living should be there for everyone. That was a major aim of 5-year plans. And another one, you can see they have given a calculation here. 1/5 of the world's poor, they live in India alone. You see it, you know what is 1/5. Okay, so 1/5 of in total poor people in the world, that 1/5 is living in our country. Okay, somewhat 300 million people are there in the world where they cannot satisfy the basic needs. So these are some of the points related to poverty. What do you mean by poverty? Or poverty, what was the main aim of independent India? And 5-year plans, when we introduced the 5-year plans, what was the emphasis? Especially the upliftment of the poor people and integrating the poor people into mainstream. Integrating the poor people into mainstream in the sense they wanted to bring them equals as the rich people. At least that minimum standard of living should be there for everyone. At least the people should be able to satisfy their basic needs. That is what you mean by minimum standard of living. Okay. Poverty, I told that somewhat 1/5 of world's poor people that is living in our country. Now, there are various other things also. How can we identify the poor people? We can see the level of income. We can see the level of consumption. We can see whether is there any social discrimination in the society, or whether they have all the rights like other people. By seeing all these things, we can come to know whether the people are living in poverty or they are above the poverty. Okay. So, what do you mean by poverty, Aditya? Can you tell? What do you mean by poverty?
People do not have money with them for their basic needs.
Yeah, people, they don't have income level so that they can satisfy their basic needs. Okay. Now, next. It has various dimensions in the sense, how can we identify the poor people? By seeing the level of income and consumption that I told you. Social indicators, that means social discrimination, vulnerability to risk in the sense, you know that in some years back we had a flood, right? Everywhere. Yes or no? In Kerala we had a flood. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in that, you just compare that a situation of a rich person and poor person, how the rich people might have faced it, how the poor people might have faced it. They are more vulnerable, we say, for this kind of disasters. What do you mean by more vulnerable means what now? What do you mean by vulnerable?
They are more probable to be affected with something.
They are more prone to the what is happening. When I said flood, they are more prone to the risk of flood. Okay, when I say the risk of flood, what do you mean by that? Everyone on your videos, I can't see you all. Fast on your video. Yes. Everyone on your video. Fast. Anju, Basil Irfan. Yes, Sharath, can you tell?
Their
Prawn.
houses will be destroyed.
Yes, houses will be destroyed. Even the houses of a house of a rich person can be destroyed, but he can escape from that very fast manner. How come? How he can do that? Sharath, can you tell? How, if a flood is happening, houses of rich person or poor person, it can be destroyed. Okay, but what will happen after that? After the flood, what will be how they will face that? According to a rich person, how it will be?
Rich person can
Construction, you leave it. You just think of things are destroyed in that particular house. Even a poor person's house, things are all destroyed. Yes. Then how they are going to face it afterwards? What they are going to do afterwards? Yes. Sharath,
They will have enough money to rebuild it.
rebuild it or to buy the things. What about the poor people?
They will not have that much money.
Yeah, they will not have that much savings and all for spending again for buying the things. So they find it very difficult to buy the things again and again. Rich person may not be a problem. He might be having good savings and all. From that he can buy the things. So this is one. This is what you mean by vulnerability to risk. Vulnerability to risk in the sense poor people are more vulnerable to risk, because even after something happening, they are not able to solve that particular problem. Another one you can see, which all people are coming under the vulnerable groups here: pushcart vendors, street cobblers, women who are stringing the flowers. They, you know, that they use the thread and they string the flowers. Rag pickers in the sense, you know, some people, they walk on the road and they pick the waste things like plastic bottles or these kind of things they pick. Though for them we call it as rag pickers. Okay, some vendors, sellers will be there, beggars will be there. They are all coming under the category of vulnerable groups in an urban area. In an urban area in the sense, what do you mean by urban area? Ashish, again switched off. Ashish, what do you mean by urban area? Basil, are you there? Basil. Irfan. Okay, Basil. Okay, tell. What do you mean by urban area?
Cities.
Cities and towns. So I told related to the poor people who comes in the vulnerable group, who are more vulnerable to poverty. Which group of people? Yes. It's there on the screen. Read it out at least. Who all will be in the vulnerable groups in urban areas? Basil. He went. Where are you? Irfan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Who all will come under vulnerable groups in the urban areas?
Man,
Yes.
household.
Which household? Pushcart vendors, street cobblers. I hope you can see the screen.
No, ma'am, it's not loaded.
You can't see the screen?
No, ma'am.
Karthik, can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what happened to your screen? Irfan?
Ma'am, it's loading, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll just tell you, listen. Pushcart vendors, street cobblers are there. Some women are there who string the flowers. Rag pickers, vendors, beggars. Okay, these are the group of people who comes in the category of vulnerable groups in which area? Urban area. At the same time, rural area, if you see, there are some group of people, that is landless agricultural laborers. Some people are there in the rural area. They doesn't earn land. Okay, so they are not having any land in their name, so they will work in others field. That is one. Another one, cultivators with very small land holdings. Cultivators with very small land holding is in the sense they might be having small plots of land in their name. They will work on that, but at the same time that is not enough for them. That income what they are getting not enough for them, so they may work in others field also. So they also are coming under the category of vulnerable group in the rural area. So here one more sentence, if you see, urban poor is largely the overflow of rural poor. What do you mean by that overflow of rural poor? Huh? Karthik, can you tell? Overflow of rural poor. What is that overflow of rural poor?
Ma'am, rural people go
Huh.
to urban areas
Yes, very good. Rural people, they go to urban areas for what?
in search of jobs.
In search of jobs. You know that in rural area many people they are there without employment, so they always you might have heard, okay, they have a thinking that if you go to cities and towns and all will get job, like that mentality is there. So what they do, those whoever is not having job in the rural area, they go to urban areas in search of job. That is what they say, that urban poor are largely the overflow of rural poor. There is overflow of rural poor people, so those people they go to this urban areas in search of jobs here. Okay, that is the one thing. Next, one more period is there, that period I will be. Yeah, these are some of the pictures you can see that is related to the urban areas. Pushcart vendors, cobblers are there, flower sellers are there, street vendors are there, rag pickers. You can see that they are picking so many things from the waste. Okay, beggars are there. Now, next one, it is related to rural poor, marginal and small farmers, village artisans, landless laborers. These comes under the group of rural poor in the rural area or more vulnerable to poverty. Now, one more thing I just wanted to tell you. Did I give you any seminar? Yes or no? Fast. No. Yes. Okay. So before that, I'll just select 2-3 from you. You have to coordinate the things. Okay. Class 12A. Aparna.
Yes, ma'am.
Karthik. Hello. Karthik, are you
Yes,
there?
ma'am.
Okay, I'll give you few names. Just write it down. First, Aparna, you write it down. Aditya.
Yes, ma'am.
Aparna, write it down. Aditya. Anila. Just tell if you're present also that time. Anila.
Yes.
Anjo. Atul Krishna. Absent. Basil.
Yes, ma'am.
Femina.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, these names you wrote, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Femina is present, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, Aparna, you wrote, just read out the names what you wrote first.
Ma'am, Aditya, Anila, Anjo, Atul, Basil, Femina.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You write Karthik's name also. Now, Karthik, write it down. Karthik.
Yes, ma'am.
Hanna. Aparna. Irfan. Pavitra. Sharath, Shubham, Hadi Aman, Tomlin. How many are there?
8, ma'am.
8 are there. How come?
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am. 8 are there.
Aparna is included in yours, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Aparna, you write one more name, Hanna's name. Aparna, write one
Okay,
more
ma'am.
name, Hanna. So now total in your, how many are there, Aparna? Yours is
Ma'am,
also.
now 8.
Okay, okay, okay. Leave it. Hanna, let it be with you. Okay. Karthik, you have 7, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Irfan, Pavitra, Sharath, Shubham, Hadi Aman, Tomlin. Okay. Now what you have to do?
No, ma'am. I have 6.
You have 6 only.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, excluding me.
No, you don't include yourself because your name I have given to Aparna. Aparna names will come to you. Name will come to you.
Then I have 7.
Okay. Okay. Aishwarya, you will be taking everyone. Okay. I mean, all those who are in C section will be in your group.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. And Grishma,
Yes, ma'am.
whenever I'm giving some homework, you will see Aishwarya's work. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now listen, coming to Aparna and Karthik, listen now. Aparna, when you are doing a group work, you will be in your own group. You got what I said?
Yes, ma'am.
Karthik, you understood? Group work in the
Yes,
sense,
ma'am.
if you're doing any seminar or anything, presentation, anything like that, you will be in your group. Whenever I give a homework, you will send it to Aparna. Aparna will send it to you. Clear? Yes or
Okay,
no?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Aparna, your group will be, we will be starting with a seminar with your group. That we will take the chapter liberalization, that economic reforms, one chapter was there that we will be taking, your group will be taking. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to allot the topics for the children. Allot the topics, let them prepare. You can prepare PowerPoint and whatever pictures if you want, you can do. PowerPoint, if you are preparing, that will be easy for you so that you can, things are there in front of you, you can explain on that. Okay. So that can be done. Aparna, so your group this coming Friday you will do. Okay. Aparna's group, Friday.
Yes.
Okay, then remaining I will tell you later. Let me finish this poverty, then that chapter I will tell you. Okay, Aparna's group, Aparna, distribute the topics to them. It's not necessary that each and every topic you should take, whichever is easy for you, that you can take and you can present it. 5 minutes per person.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now homework, I hope you are writing down a few things I am giving you in the class, some points I'm giving. I hope everyone is writing that. Is there anyone that who is not writing? No. Okay. So some questions I will give you that I will select and give it to you later to write as a homework. Okay. Maybe 1 or 2 questions. So you write that homework and send it to your group leaders. Whenever I'm giving, I will tell you that you have to send it to the group leaders. Okay. Now poverty also, you have to, I will be telling you to prepare for a seminar that will be done by Karthik. So Karthik, you decide afterwards who all can speak and all those things. Okay. No, Aditya, I didn't take the this way. Okay, Hanna, you are present, right? Karthik present, Irfan present, Pavitra is absent, right? Sharath present, Shubham present, Hadi absent, Tomlin present, and Aishwarya, Amal absent, Amal Raj present. Amal Raj is present, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ashish, present. Elvina, Grishma, then Sneha, present. Okay, so once more, we'll just do a small recap. Shubham, can you tell me what do you mean by poverty? Shubham. When I'm calling, I think you people are getting up and going, or what? Is it like that? Ashish, can you tell what do you mean by poverty? Ashish. What do you mean by poverty? See, when things are shown on the screen, you have to write it down. Otherwise, you will not be able to tell me what it is. Ashish, tell. What is poverty? Unmute and tell. Ashish. Now, that is what you people now are making me to call your parents. Yes? Hmm? Which I don't